eBay fight predictions. Are you really gonna make a comeback? Are you gonna make a video for a pack watch?
Nah, that's disrespectful. I would never do something like that to Merab Davashvili, and I respect my co-host on Fight Talk, Ed. That's one of his favorite fighters. I'm above making fun of fighters. I do not make fun of fighters anymore, y'all. It was a joke. I promise y'all, I will not be making no series finale. I've grown up. I do not make fun of fighters. I don't do that. Psych! Pack watch is back, baby! Merab, you're cooked! Ed, you're cooked!
Grandpa, who was Peter Yan? Well, sit down. And I have a story to tell you about the greatest bantamweight to ever do it. It was about 30 years ago. Peter Yan was robbed by the clown named Aljamain Sterling. And he was an actor, an Oscar award-winning actor, and used manipulation of the mind to control the masses and let them think this was okay. They rematched, and Aljo used interesting backpack techniques and fraudulent grappling to sway the judges, without any damage, mind you, into thinking he beat Yan in the rematch. In eBay, he had a partner. His name was Ed from the UK. And the UK, they have an interesting way of looking at fighting. They like backpacks, jiu-jitsu backpacks, coward's way, grappling way. No shame, but that's the UK. And Ed liked Aljo. Now, Aljo ended up losing his belt to Rainbow Master Sugar Sean O'Malley. I was happy. UK boy was very sad. But Aljo had one trick up his sleeve. He had his homosexual boyfriend, Merab Davashvili. They were holding up the title picture. They were not allowing contenders to fight because Merab would stop them. And Merab, because of his homosexual love of Aljamain Sterling that Ed supported from day one. I don't know why. That's a question for him, right? All jacuzzis, all boys. Who knows? No women. Who knows? I don't know. But the evil Ed and Aljamain Sterling had a trick up their sleeve, and it was Merab. And Merab was unstoppable. His evilness knew no bounds. He destroyed Peter Yan, mind you, with one arm and one leg, so it is what it is. But I know the truth. I know it was a fluke. And Merab went on this tremendous streak, is now considered the self-proclaimed GOAT, and no one can stop him. So, Grandpa, why is Peter Yan the greatest bantamweight of all time? Well, because he came back after losing a robbery to Sean O'Malley, the Rainbow Master, and then losing to Merab when he only had one hand. He came back, went on the greatest 3-fight win streak of all time, beating Song Yadong, Chinaman, Davison Figueiredo, Little Man, and Marcus McGee, Nobody Man. And it was the greatest thing that ever happened. And on December, eBay Fight Predictions made a prayer while being mocked by multiple people in the MMA space. Ed, UK Man, Fuego, all the Aljamain and Merab supporters were attacking me, mocking me. And all I ever wanted for Christmas was one thing. So I made a very, very special wish that Peter Yan would humiliate Merab Davashvili when it mattered. And the arrogant Merab, after 3 title defenses, decided to try to break a record and disrespect and overlook his opponents. And he got served the greatest humble pie of all time. And Peter Yan, in 5 years, got his belt back and taught Ed, the UK man that supported the homosexual relationship of Aljo and Merab, ultimate respect. and taught Sarah Longo that their jiu-jitsu and their backpack techniques and their overcompensating because they can't really truly wrestle, so they go for wrestling attempts or takedown attempts. Ultimate respect. That the pitter-patter, the fake striking, all the nonsense, the coward's way of grappling that they were using got taught respect. Peter Yan took down Merab in the rematch, humiliated him in the wrestling, outboxed him, jabbed him to death, beat his body up like a punching bag, and sent that boy back to the jacuzzi with all the guys. And Peter Yan went to the hot tub with all the girls. And order was restored. Everything went back to normal. And I'm back, baby, with another pack watch. You thought, Ed, you really, really thought. You're cooked, boy. You're cooked. Merab, you're cooked.
What's up, y'all? It's your guy, eBay Fight Predictions, in the building. And we're back with the series finale of Pack Watch. Merab Dvalishvili, you're cooked. Ed, you're cooked. And all the other Merab, Sarah Longo supporters, even Fuego, I ain't forgot about you because Aljo's a part of this. You're cooked. That Merab pack hit different, baby. Y'all, I really did debate if I wanted to make this video. I wasn't sure if I had it in me to berate someone, but I want to say this first. Disclaimer. If this is the first time you're watching Pack Watch, it's probably going to be the last time you're watching it. This is a hate watch video. I trash Merab Dvalishvili, and I talk shit about him. But I am a nobody, don't forget that, and my opinion really doesn't matter. So if you feel some type of way, just remember, if this makes you feel any better, if you're a Merab fan, I was dancing when Merab got beat by Peter Yan this Saturday, and I put my heels in the air like an interesting human being, if that makes you feel any better. So you have those clips to make fun of me, okay? All right, I gave you guys that. It's hard to say how I feel about this moment. I want to go back. Oh, that Merab pack. Ooh, that Merab pack finna hit different. It's finna hit different, y'all. But I want to go back in time, right? And kind of talk about my hatred for Merab, but my respectful animosity, I would say, that I have for him. He is a really great fighter that has tormented me. He's beaten a lot of fighters I like. And I kind of go back to the Cody Stamann fight. I thought Cody Stamann was going to beat him. And it was actually a competitive fight. You should go rewatch that. And ever since then, it has been hatred between me and Mr. Merab. I did pick him to beat Aldo. I did actually thought he was going to do that. But besides that, I thought Marlon was going to beat him. And he has just become the little goblin in my thorn, or the side to my I don't know how that phrase is said, but he is a thorn. And he was unstoppable. And I told everyone, especially Ed, that this doesn't make sense. And you guys all know it didn't make sense. Okay? What he was doing really didn't make sense. I don't know how he was doing it, and it was crazy. But respect to him. But this year in particular was the ultimate slap to my face. I remember the beginning of the year, he fought Umar Nurmagomedov. Me and Ed made a fight talk video about it. I was like, you know what, Umar is gonna beat him. It's just Umar's the more stylistically better fighter, and then he goes out there and beats Umar, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, and
Ed is like, oh, yeah, the goblin, oh, Georgia, the takedown, cardio. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. You know, he's obviously beating these guys, right? But in my head, I'm like, how is he doing this? To me, I have Umar as the more skilled fighter. He runs it back with O'Malley. I'm like, all right, O'Malley, it's going to snipe him. It takes a one-shot hitter quitter, you know what I'm saying, to really smoke this guy. And it's like, no, Morab, he's gonna do it. And he does it. And I'm just in shock. I'm in Dave and Buster's watching this nonsense, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? So you guys have to understand from my perspective, this doesn't make sense. And then the final straw was the Corey Sandhagen fight, and that's when I had it at that point. I truly had it, and I made a video actually on the shorts talking about the scrap in itself, and the amount of hate I got for picking Corey was kind of funny, and I was just like, okay, oh, all right, okay, you guys think Merab is God, and Merab goes out there and almost knocks him out, and I'm like, oh my God. What the fuck? This doesn't make sense. So, as I'm going through this dilemma, I know the facts. Okay? What he's doing is something you cannot do, and he was pushing the edge of what he's capable of as a human being. And Jan told him in the press conference, every machine breaks eventually. And that's basically what happened here. It was beautiful. It was great. I think I'm starting to think about it. It was phenomenal what happened. But I think personally, when you really talk about the scrap between him and Jan, right? You go back to the first fight. Right. I think it's pretty obvious. I think everyone finally knows that Jan was extremely injured in the first fight and was a compromised fighter. Obviously, excuses are excuses. But I think it's very interesting that they accused Jan of making excuses, right? Just saying, making excuses. And I do not think, Ed, I'm saying this to you as a warning, do not bring up the fact that he had 4 fights. Don't bring it up. You don't have any right, because it wasn't a problem. It wasn't a problem before the scrap. So don't bring it up. You're not allowed to bring it up. That is a rule. Just saying this for Ed. It is crazy. The arrogance of John Wood, Aljamain Sterling, Ray Longo, to assume that they could do this again and again and again and again against good competition. This isn't like Kevin Holland's fight like year where, you know, he fought good fighters, but still like fucking you know what I'm saying, like it's not the same, you know. It's not the same, and eventually you will lose. 4 weight cuts, hard training camps. The dude doesn't eat like 4 days before the fight apparently to cut weight. Yeah, bright idea, dummy. You know, it's like, yeah, and this is the same guy that jumped head first into ice. Like, I just don't, like, I don't feel bad for him. And you don't get an excuse for ignorance and stupidity. It doesn't work like that. No. You do not get to make an excuse because you're stupid. It doesn't work like that, y'all. It's never, ever worked like that. So that's why, you know, after being tormented by this guy for a year, I had to make a pack watch. Now, obviously, this is the series finale. This is the last one I'm ever doing. I promise this is the last one I'm ever doing. And I kind of want to
obviously the memes have been memeing. When I was watching this fight, I was like Israel Adesanya. I manifested this. I'll show you guys that.
I told you I manifested this. I manifested this. Let's get it.
You guys saw the clip. I manifested this loss for him. I was also like the famous black guy that's always talking about, he did this for me. He did this for me. And you'll see it right here. I was also like that in that moment. I was just happy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
And yeah, I was extremely very happy, and I really want to break down this fight with you guys and just kind of just have a beautiful hate watch with me as I just crack jokes on Aljamain Sterling and Mr. Merab and Ed at his very, very, very good expense. Now, before I actually talk about the fight, like I was saying, excuses, right? I was talking about that. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. And you know what? Hey, I saw the video of Merab telling his people thank you. I promise you guys, nothing but respect to Merab. He's a great fighter, greatest bantamweight of all time. I will stress this. It's the last time I'm ever making fun of anyone. But fuck him and his takedown attempts, and his cardio merchant abilities. He could go fuck himself in the most respectful way. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it was funny, man. It was very funny. But Aljamain Sterling made a video, and John Wood I'll also talk to, and I'll talk about why I feel like another reason why Merab lost is these idiots were putting in his head that he was up like 3 rounds or 2 rounds, and in my opinion, you could call me biased, but at worst it's at 49-46. The first round activity might have edged out the damage there, but in my opinion I thought he won. As you're doing the fucking chicken dance and you're hurt, I do honestly think you should be held accountable. But yeah. And the memes, y'all. The memes have been memeing, bro. By the way, I've been loving the memes, bro. Before we talk about this clip about Aljamain Sterling, like this one, Rage Against the Machine, No Mercy, baby. Beautiful meme right there. Merab is gone. Hitler is dead. Like I said, no disrespect to Merab or Ed. I know Ed, you're crying inside. I know you're crying inside. 4 years, boy. 4 years! 4 years! I've been waiting, and I'm going to get you, boy. I told you I was gonna get you. Yeah, now both your boys are on a pack watch, man, and we're ending it off with your boy Merab. But yeah, it's just been crazy. But yeah, go watch this clip of Aljamain Sterling talking about how he had this bozo of like 2 rounds or 3 rounds. I don't know, but yeah, and Aljo, bro, you thought the rematch, y'all thought y'all was gonna do the same one, and it's so funny, like. However you feel about the second fight with Aljamain Sterling, he did good. All right, it was a competitive fight, but the first round, in my opinion, I thought Peter won, but it's just my opinion. Call me a clown. It is what it is. I don't think skating around, and like trying to kick at air, and not doing anything super effective off the back foot wins you rounds like that. But that's just my humble opinion. I thought. It was a very close round, but, I thought Aljo thought he could, I don't know, put that same energy for Merab. Nah, buddy. You got away with one, in my opinion. Not your boy. And these guys have gotten so used to getting away with ones with their, fluky, weird, circumstantial wins. Now Merab is not a part of that, but a lot of those guys are. Don't even get me started on Chris Weidman and his little fluke run, in my humble opinion, and circumstantial wins, in my humble opinion. Same thing with Aljamain Sterling. The dude has like crazy luck, but Merab didn't have that luck on Saturday, and I'm sorry, the luck ran out. It even starts with their with their king, Matt Serra, bro. I mean, fucking fluke of the year against Joyce. But yeah, go watch him talk nonsense about fucking Merab or whatever winning 3 rounds, and that's why he lost. Get some better coaches, Merab. Just saying.
I will say in real time, I thought it was possibly us winning the first 3 rounds, even though I knew that they were close. I just thought we edged it out. And especially the 4th round, I knew Jan won that round. And then obviously as the fight's going, round 5, we knew he was starting to get the better of that round. So I figured it would be 3-2 us, but it ended up being 4-1 and 3-2 for Jan, which 3-2 I'm not super mad about. The 4-1 was kind of like, it just almost makes me wonder, like, what the hell am I watching if I had it 3-2? I don't know. Close fight.
So yeah, we saw Aljo's really bad take on the fight. Obviously, I think it played a factor that he was there, live. That doesn't, sometimes that's tougher to score fights like that. Obviously, we have the the pleasure to watch it live. So his stupidity got shown there, obviously, and I do feel like they played a factor on why they lost. But again, like I said, stupidity is the key word here, y'all. That's why they lost. This was a stupid fight to take. I'll just say that. And you can't use that. And I understand trying to be great. I understand that what he was fighting for was like an all-time great opportunity, and I understand that. But again, if you care about your fighter and you really do care about your friend, and he loves to cry about that Sean O'Malley situation all the time, by the way. Like, he hasn't let it go, y'all. It's kind of sad, right? But if there is any truth to that, you were forced to do a title fight and you didn't feel healthy, maybe you should have told that to your friend. Just saying. Hitting that Aljo stupidity pack, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't feel like that. But let's watch this fight. Let's kind of like really do a deep dive on it. I did a little bit of a breakdown. I was gonna do like a video breakdown on it and post it, but I was like, no, let's save it for Pack Watch. Let's give them, unless they completely take everything away from me here. You know what I'm saying? And like, no, fuck you, eBay, you're not gonna be able to post this. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. I knew. Oh, hold on, yeah, right there. Yeah, I knew. Come on. It's tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, now we got it to work. All right. I knew when Jan did the 3 bows, like before the fight, he was cooked. He was cooked. Aura. Complete aura. Then, the Goblin. Yeah. Whatever, bro. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. Nor aura. And by the way, it pisses me off because Jan did go for the fist bump in the first fight, but it was Merab didn't want to fully go for it, and it's Merab's fault, and it wasn't Peter Yan's fault. But look at this 1-2 that Peter Yan staggers the Goblin with, and he had him shaking like a chicken. And I know Ed was, oh no. And Yan did a beautiful thing of slipping with his jab and using his head movement to implement his jab. And punching in between punches, that's a big thing that kind of helped him in the boxing area. But this beautiful thing with the takedown defense, I don't really get a good clip of it, but he was forearming his grips, which was underrated, by the way. I was too enthralled with seeing when I made this highlight clip, was seeing Merab get busted up, but But yeah, corner work right here. They tell him he's up when he's really not, and just stupidity at its finest, y'all. But yeah, man. So we go to the second round here. I knew that it was important for Jan to get the bigger moments, and that's really what happened. And Merab goes for the takedown. You know, obviously he talks about, oh, I tried to make this a good fight, but you know, he goes for an insane amount of takedowns, right? And Jan just did a beautiful job of defending, just kind of showing that he really was compromised in the first fight. And again, that split jab, he used it. Then he throws an uppercut lead hook again with a good split jab, and he was hitting him with these piston jabs, baby, and just using proper head movement. And and then when Merab went cross for cross with him, that was the stupidest thing. And then Jan taught him how to wrestle in the second round. It was to let him know you're not on my level. But great scramble here by Merab. Merab did a great job of scrambling. You know, and that's one thing I really loved, that Jan was able to maintain the scrambles, because I thought that was going to be a problem where if he did over wrestle a little bit, you know, Merab would take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? And dude, this split jab from Jan. Oh, and then every time he split with the cross, like when he slipped his head out of the center line, it was stupidity. And the fact that Merab didn't go for more takedowns in those situations instead of actually going cross for cross with him was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb, man. Especially when you got a good fighter and you guys are both orthodox, traditional stance fighters. It's tragic. And again, they tell him he's up 2 rounds in the corner, and this is where Jan puts in the work. He puts in the work, man. And Merab kind of tries to initiate a takedown here, and then Jan was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm going to dump you on your fucking head. I know Ed felt that one. Because, you know, UK boys usually get dumped on their heads, bro. If you know, you know. But yeah, man. Oh, and then beautiful body kick here by Jan, bro. This is just... It just brings a smile on my face, y'all. And then obviously Merab gets his big signature double leg takedown. He panders to the crowd. He tries to do the thing he did with Umar. Tries to use like taunting as a way to win rounds. But I'm sorry, we're not Umar, buddy. We don't fuck our cousins. We're Peter Yan, baby. And we do things the right way. And then beautiful thing. One thing I loved about this fight. Yan checked kicks. That was one thing that was a little underrated. He sprawls the takedown. But before, he checked the kick and returned the kick. And he destroyed Merab. Merab got lucky in the first fight where he started catching him with calf kicks. Not today, buddy. And then the split jab of Peter Yan became real. It became tough for Mr. Merab. And then that, oh my God, Yan does this beautiful body kick. It's a signature body kick thing he does where he kind of fakes the lead hook and then throws the kick. It's beautiful. It's a legit thing. You guys, all the young fighters, they can watch and try to implement this more often. He really catches guys with that, where he kind of fakes the lead hook and he does it. But again, Jan did a good job of using his head movement and punishing Merab with really significant shots. If it was the cross or if it was the jab, right? He would move his head out of the center line and throw these shots, and he just did a great job of that. Catching him with the cross here, and he's just destroying Merab. Body kick, cross, lead hook. Oh, takedown defense. Fuck you. Body shot. Had him running. Oh my God. I almost cried, y'all, watching this. Of tears of joy. Ed was crying of sadness. You're cooked. Man, spinning back fist to hook combo, man. And you could see that was a defeated man. That was a defeated man in the Merab corner. And he's telling this young guy. Dude, this translator, by the way, incredible work. I posted it on my Instagram. He was saying the same thing I was saying. Stop wrestling this fucking clown and beat the shit out of him. Because I could tell DC, Ed, they were trying to cook some robbery nonsense. Not today, buddy. Not today. Not today. And it was beautiful. The leg kicks that Jan did and implemented, checking the kicks. He was ready for everything. He was ready for everything the Goblin had for him. cardio merchant. We broke his body, and everything started showing up. The hole started presenting itself, and nice head kick. We put belt to ass on this guy, bro. I mean, belt to ass. And then again, same thing. Fakes the hook. Fucking beautiful switch kick to the body. Had him screaming. And then we cap it off by saying, you think you're a wrestler. No, you're not. You're trash. We take him down. And Merab went crying to all the boys in the jacuzzi that he loves to have, his jacuzzi time. And we went to the hot tub with all the girls. And we had a server named Merab. You know what I'm saying? Look at this guy! Look at this! Y'all see, he was smiling as if he was going to win this fight. Fuck you! You're not Aljo! You don't have manipulation tactics on the judges. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, buddy. Not today. Not today. And they gave the belt to Jan. And the 4-year cycle was finally completed. The nonsense was finally stopped. The evil Ed was finally put in his place. And your boy eBay was a very happy man. Very happy man. And yeah, man. Whew, that Merab pack hit different. But yeah, like I said, man, at the end of the day, you know, I'm nobody, y'all. You guys can make fun of me. I'm no one special, but this guy tormented me for a year, and I told him the stupidity and the arrogance, and jumping on ice is it's gonna backfire. Fucking hard sparring before a title fight, it's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire. John Wood, a lot of these guys, they got they got a lot of questions. So there's gonna be a lot of questions for them. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very, very sorry. This Merab pack is too much for my smoke detector. It's too much, y'all. It's too much. But yeah, man. Oh shit hits hard. I think. Oh, it hits different. All right, y'all. I think I'm done cooking Merab. But yeah, man. It was good, man. It was good. It was good seeing Peter Yan plant that dude on his fucking head. It was a 4-year cycle. These guys were tormenting me a little bit. Ed, Fuego, you know what I'm saying? They thought shit was sweet, bro. They thought shit was sweet. It's never sweet. eBay never fucking forget. Y'all thought I was done. Hey, I was done with this YouTube shit, y'all. I really was. But for Merab, I'll come out of retirement. But yeah, this is the series finale. I honestly, y'all, I really want to do fighter interviews. I really, I want to do good stuff next year. I really want to do different content. I hope you guys have been enjoying the breakdowns I've been doing. Kind of want to knock one out for Cop, when I'll Cop, if I can. But if I can't, it is what it is. I do go to school, y'all. You guys know that I'm trying to get in that medical field. I've been trying to crack the door. But yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Sorry to say I have to leave, but in the spirit of dancing on someone's grave, Sean Combs did it. So let's play one of the greatest songs from Sean Combs since that Diddy documentary is coming out. And I just want to say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye to Ed. Goodbye to my boy Fuego. All the cats in the group chat, you guys know who you are. All the eBay fight family. If you guys are aware of the actual content I used to do, it was good. It was a lot of hate watch content, a lot of just talking shit about fighters. But I think I'm over it. I am officially over it. I think this is the last one. But I just want to say thank you, Merab, for being the series finale of Pack Watch. I really do appreciate your contribution. You getting kicked to the body, screaming like an interesting human being. Your jacuzzi time with all the guys. I appreciate all the cardio merchant tactics, the constant takedown attempts. What was the stat? I remember the stat actually. Let's look at the stat. Yeah. Yeah, 2 for 29. Yeah, 5 of 9 for Jan. Yeah, you're the wrestler. Yeah. But yeah, man. And then, oh yeah, we're wearing all black for Peter Yan's funeral, Ed. We're wearing all black for Peter Yan's funeral. Yeah, kick rocks, buddy. Kick rocks. I'll see you on Fight Talk. Be humble. Be very humble. Be nice, Ed. Be nice. Be nice. And see you guys. Merab, thank you for being the series finale. And from the deepest part of my heart, if this did offend you, and the Merab fans, if this does offend you, I just want to apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. You fucking suck, you goblin. I hope you guys enjoyed Pack Watch. Love y'all. Goodbye. And yeah, man, don't be too mad. But if you guys are happy, your boy's back. And I don't know, for the outro, I don't know what I'm gonna put. Maybe more memes, something I didn't add, or just, yeah, probably Merab falling on ice. I don't know. Love y'all. Goodbye. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is it for Pack Watch, y'all. No, this is the last one. I hope I did a good one. I don't know if this is the best one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Love y'all, and goodbye.